Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
It's good to have you along. 7:31 is our time. Temperature this morning, 37, right in that area. Clear to partly cloudy sky. Got a little problem we got to solve here on the breakfast show this morning.
I love it when the show starts off with a problem that needs to be solved.
Well, it's our problem. You're in my problem.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes.
I've been thinking about our boo-boo the other day.
Okay.
With
I just want you to know no one's waiting on the phone.
Okay,
We're
good.
There's,
Good.
Yep, didn't call anybody today.
So I'm thinking about this, and I'm a guilt guy.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about, when you do something intentionally wrong, that's worse than doing something by neglect or accident, but it's still a guilt thing.
Sure.
So if you're just tuning in today and didn't dial in yesterday, as usual, Drew Gaffney was contacted by Brent on the phone. He was on hold. We're getting ready to do the show, and he's the first thing we do on Tuesdays.
Yes.
At the top of the show.
He was waiting on hold.
And then Dave and Brent dived into, self-pity and trying to make a point about the eclipse, maybe not watching Andy Griffith, and just
an attempt to be entertaining.
A feeble attempt to be entertaining. So in the meantime, we're yakking away, talking along, and trying to be entertaining, and Drew's over there on the phone on hold, waiting to do his livestock report for Burwell and Broken Bow Livestock. And he just finally goes, I can't imagine what Drew might have said, and when he hung up, but he says, I'm not waiting around for these guys. And fortunately, a light went off, and Brent goes, geez, we were supposed to get Drew on.
Yeah, it was a moment of panic is what it was.
So we called him back, and Drew was nice enough. He was
nice.
Got on the phone, he did his report, and he kind of joked along with us and everything. But I honestly, and I mean this, honestly have had people I've worked for in this business that I wouldn't be here today.
I hear you. Yeah.
My first boss here was my uncle, Dick Yancey. I think if I would have left somebody on hold for 5 minutes who was a paying customer, I would no longer be doing the breakfast show. I mean, that's honest.
Yes.
And I don't know whether Dick,
I gotcha.
I don't know whether Dick would have did that or not, but he would have been furious. He would have really been mad. And rightfully so. We got squirrely and went off on our little trip and left Drew on the phone, paying customer.
Yeah.
Guy who wants to talk about cattle and sales and stuff. We blew it. And I want you to know, I just promoted over on KCNI before I walked over here that we were going to have Drew on the air. So I know you're saying, well, I was the one that made the call. I told him, we'll have you on in a minute, Drew. And we didn't get him on because we went on our little trip. And I just promoted before I walked over.
Oh, you really did?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, not right before, but during that half hour.
I gotcha.
So we bear responsibility.
Sure.
And
yes.
we should have guilt. Guilt is a good thing because then it causes you maybe to correct things or remember not to do it again, whether it be something intentional or unintentional.
Mm-hmm. Learn from your mistakes.
Well, yes, and if things were right in this world and we had enough people around here, we would probably be on 2 weeks suspension or something like that. If you're not going to pay attention when you're on the air to your paying customers, your friends who take time to talk to you on the radio, then you're 2 weeks suspension without pay, or you're fired, or if you ever do that again, you're gone. I can just hear it now. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
What do we need to do as breakfast show hosts who dived into self-pity and in my part personal motivation to make a point is that you were watching Andy Griffith rather than watching the eclipse, which you wouldn't see again for 20 years.
But, okay.
No, I mean, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I did see the eclipse. I came back and saw the eclipse.
Start.
I don't know what you wanted me to do.
Do not start. This is not the point.
Okay. All right.
I mean, You came out, you grabbed some glasses, you went out and saw the eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Okay.
Yes.
You were feeling bad because you weren't invited to the party, which really wasn't a party. No, here we go again.
Yeah, here we go.
So
yeah.
we're going to stop.
Okay. All right.
So
Sounds
what
good.
do we do to make things right with Drew? A little poem there. What can we do to make it right?
I don't know. We can invite him in on the show and let him join us for an entire hour.
I noticed that he used to come in person, and then he started, I'm sure because of his schedule, started, doing the reports on the phone, and or it just wasn't as much fun as he thought it was going to be to come in and be here with us. That's quite possible, because we're not as fun as some people think, or as funny. So, what do we do?
I don't know. Free time. That's my opinion.
I thought of that.
Free time.
I thought of that. It's a good idea. But I would like you, and if we can both be at the same place at the same time, we're kind of short-handed right now.
Okay.
But I'd like you and I, if we can both be there, to go buy a calf at the sale.
Okay.
And then
Sure.
donate it back
Oh, wow.
so they could sell it again to somebody that has a place to have a calf,
Okay.
and make a donation to charity.
That's a neat idea. I've never been on a calf before. I think that'd be fun. Will you let me be the one that raises my hand?
Yeah.
I always wanted to do that.
Yeah, but now will you do it like a lot of guys just tip their program a little bit, or maybe scratch their eyebrow or something, or will you be more?
What I'd like to do, if I remember right, when I'd go with Dad and Grandpa, remember when you don't have as many of them as you used to. Remember, it just seemed like every Saturday there was a sale when I was growing up.
On Saturdays.
And you go, I'm not talking cattle sale, but an
I see.
auction
Sure.
or something, you know. And so you'd be standing around the different areas where they're selling. And if I remember right, my Grandpa Apperson would kind of tip his cap, kind of lower the bill of his hat. So I think that would be my thing.
Okay, you can do it however you want to.
Okay.
You go buy a calf. Now, I don't know.
I don't want to be there by myself, though.
Well,
I need someone to kind of hold my hand. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, you don't have to do much at an auction. You just got to.
Well, I know that, but
get a number if you like. Hold up your number.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. Need a number.
I'd like it to be 95.3. Hold up.
Oh, there you go. Will they make a number special for us? See, there we go. We're making it about us again. How dare we do that?
Let's stop it.
Sorry.
Let's stop. Let's don't do that. Well, we're promoters, folks. We can't help ourselves. But anytime you get a chance to display your logo or your frequency in radio, you just automatically want to do it. But we won't do that.
All right.
Okay, now, there's an auction tomorrow.
Okay.
And we might be able to get a hold of Drew and find out do they have any calves for sale, or I guess we could buy something else, steer or heifer or something like that. I don't want to buy a whole herd, but and you don't get a lot of singles coming through.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when it's singles.
See, that's my fear about. I don't think you want me to go alone to a cattle auction, because that might be what I end up doing. I may end up buying 6 or 7 for you at so much a pound, and then the next thing you know, you're getting stuck with maybe a little bit more than what you wanted to donate.
Well, I mean, a baby calf these days is serious money.
Absolutely.
They're you don't buy a bucket calf anymore for $75. It's 2 or 3 times that, I think. I don't know. I haven't bought one, but I've heard they're expensive.
Yeah.
So we'll get a hold of Drew.
Okay.
And see what we can do on that. And And not if we make this work, I'd kind of like it if we could do it live. We could do a live on the radio or
Oh, wow.
or Facebook Live. It would even be better.
Wow.
Maybe
Okay.
Jeremy could go on Facebook Live you. That way you'd have somebody with you. And I'll go with you if I can.
Okay, well, I think that would make me feel better, because at the end of the day, it's kind of you writing the check.
Well, I know that. That's okay. I think one of the reasons I'm having problems is this chair I'm using.
Yeah, it slants a little bit to the right.
It's starting to break down, and it's leaning to the right.
I knew you'd finally come around to the right way of thinking.
I'm bending it. I got it going. There, it's back in the middle now where I like it.
Yeah.
It's going to lean to the right. I'm just going to bend it back to the middle so we can get something done.
There you go.
Okay. Brent's probably going to go to the auction tomorrow, folks.
I don't like just Brent. I'm not comfortable with this.
Don't worry about that. It's going to go to a charity.
No, that I'm excited about. Yes, but I just don't want to screw it up.
Well, what's the worst you can do? I mean, don't just keep raising your hand up when they say sold. I mean, once they say sold.
See, that's the problem. They're going to get me they're going to get me to raise my own bid.
Yeah, if you go there, they'll do it.
I know.
I mean,
and that's why I need a little help.
So
if we could go together, I would feel much better about that.
Well, we'll see if we can work it into the schedule.
Okay.
Does Jim Eberly still a ring guy?
I have no idea. Now, see, that's where I thought you were going. Was you were going to offer our services to help bring the cattle into the ring or something?
Well, I've have experience with that. I worked at the sale barn back years ago. I worked there. I got knocked out in the scale.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Eek.
Yeah. A big old Charlet was crazy.
Yeah.
Got in the scale, and I was the guy running them off the scale. And who was it? One of the Eberlys came in to help get. They wanted to take it back into the ring. Had something they wanted to put it back in the ring to sell it. So, naturally, it was crazy and wild.
Yeah.
Rather than just letting it out, had to turn it around and run it back into the ring. Well, it was evident that he was going to charge, and I didn't make it to the corner where there was a little step as soon as Mr. Eberly did.
Yeah.
So I turned around and I got knocked out.
Ouch.
And ever since then, I've had nightmares about Charlets.
Yeah, I would think.
I'm just kidding. It was just another day back then.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I do have some experience with moving cattle. It's a little different, though, inside, alleys, ways, and gates where you can run them in and out.
Yeah.
Different than out in the pasture when the wind changes direction, they won't move. I mean, it's a little more challenging out there like the guys and gals do.
Yeah.
Okay, you're up for it? Because do you feel guilty at all? You're going to feel better after we do this?
Well, I think a person always feels better when you know you're doing something that ultimately is going to go to charity. So, yeah, absolutely. But I'm serious. I don't want to go by myself. Honestly, I really don't.
Okay. Well, if not this Thursday, next Thursday.
Okay.
Next
Thursday would Next Thursday would be better for me. I've got to do a lot of I'm gone Friday.
Oh, you're on track, aren't you?
Yeah. So I kind of have to do a whole bunch of things before that. But next Thursday would work really good for me.
I have a bad feeling if we give the folks too much time to set this up and know we're coming, we'll be buying something very expensive.
That's why I want help. That's why I do not want to go by myself.
But it's only fair because we
it is.
We should probably have been fired. We could have been. I think I would have been reprimanded quite handily back in the day. All right, school lunch menus. Prairie Pioneer Center today. This is the 10th day. I don't think we got them read yesterday. So Ham, salad sandwich, veggie, salad, and fruit at the Prairie Pioneer Center.
Ansley today, showing barbecue pork on the menu at Ansley today.
Arnold today, on Wednesday, chicken, gravy, and biscuits.
Let me correct Ansley. Ansley is showing tater tot casserole for today. So that'll be today. I forgot we didn't read these yesterday. Arcadia is showing cheese quesadilla today at Arcadia schools.
Sandhills at Dunning, chicken Alfredo, cheesy bread, and carrots.
Cozad today, some of the choices include chicken patty with jalapeno cheddar meatloaf and Cobb salad on the menu today at Cozad.
Thedford today, they're having chef salad.
Loop City today, meatball sub or barbecue chicken sandwich on the menu today at Loop City.
Okay.
You're going to stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
maybe have somebody do your bidding for you.
we might send somebody in.
You know, you
Yes.
might have to send a undercover agent in there to get one bought.
I imagine even if you went in and started bidding, you might get jacked a little.
Yeah, I probably would. I've been to a few sales, but I've never bought any cattle. My grandpa used to buy cattle there and feed them and stuff, but I've never done it. I've got some cattle one time on a bad bill, you could say, and it didn't turn out very good. I got some pigs that way once too, and that turned out really bad. So I don't trade bills for livestock anymore.
I don't blame you. Well, that just shows you how really you got to have the facilities, you got to have the setup, you got to have, well, in my case, the know-how.
Yeah. And I don't think you could pin it in Brent's yard because you're going to have that party, and that ball and calf might get in the way.
Right on.
So
exactly. Manure, somebody stepping in manure in Brent's yard party.
Yeah.
That'd be very unsocial.
Be bad.
Yeah.
So different subject, but yeah, I could see. I think a payback to Drew would be okay.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't hurt him to learn a little patience. So I think that was good for him.
There he.
So I think it was good for him. Yeah.
Oh well, I never thought about it that way. I just was always thinking about if a couple of former bosses I had, if they found out I left a customer hanging on the line for 5 minutes and didn't get them on the air, I'd probably be a borderline gone.
Yeah. Different times.
Yeah.
Now trying to find a fill-in might be tough.
Yes.
We'd almost be happy to take a 2-week suspension, but we got nobody, to
exactly.
Everybody's running short. So
yeah, understand.
Yeah. So how's things at Evans Feed?
Going good. We're it sure feels like spring out there, and we're making a lot of show mixes. And I wanted to mention that we started carrying Cooper show feeds, and that's a very popular show feed made in eastern part of Nebraska, and I've had quite a few requests for it, so we started carrying Coopers. We're the official dealer in this area.
Great.
And so we're happy about that. Need to if you got your cows out on the grass right now, it's coming fast, and if it gets to 80 this weekend, it's going to be coming really fast. So I mention it a lot, but don't forget the high mag mineral. And if you're not feeding mineral and you want to just mix it in with salt or something else, we have the straight Magox that you can mix in your own product or force feed it or however you want to do it. But it's not very flavorful, so you can't just put it out there straight because they won't eat it. It's pretty bitter. So it's better just to get it mixed in something already. But if you want to mix it in yourself, it's available. A lot of oats still being planted, and we have plenty of oats to plant, bulk, bag, or tote bags. And a lot of milk replacer and calf starters starting to roll out. And it's just a busy time of year.
It is. It's a great time of year, isn't it?
It is. It's a good time of year, yep.
We was talking, I think it was maybe with Garden Center the other day, someone in that field about how green the grass has stayed this winter in people's yards and out in the country. Yeah. So, you're talking about kind of being prepared for, making sure those cattle are healthy when they get on that grass. Is that kind of making it even a little more so this year? Because it looks good right now.
I think one thing about having a warmer winter or not as long of a period where you have really cold weather, you tend to have more viruses that are active quicker and bacteria. And so 60 to 90 days of cold weather, I know we don't like it, but it's good for that kind of a thing, keeping the bugs under control. So you tend to see maybe a little more sickness and stuff in the calves when you go into I know the weather's nicer and you'd think it would be much better, but the viruses and bacteria didn't go to sleep, you could say, as much. And so you got to be ready for that. And, just it's going to be a good spring. I think we're going to get a good start. But when you hit 80-degree weather and have winds, I don't think we got enough water to probably cure our ills at the moment. So
sustain it.
We'll keep praying for rain, and we'll have a good start, though.
Yeah, hopefully some will come along and just gently keep us going. But
you bet.
it's not. There's not that much subsoil, really, is what we're talking about.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
I haven't dug any post holes lately, and I know there's people that are doing that, and I'm glad I'm not, because that's hard work. But I haven't heard how deep the moisture goes, but I can't imagine it's that great.
Well, looking at our weather charts, I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
We've had a few jags of moisture, but we need April shower or something.
There you go.
Really soak the ground and not all at once, nice and gentle. I know I'm asking for a lot.
Yeah, you are asking for a lot.
I'd like about 1.5 inches one day, a nice 24, 48-hour period.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thought.
Yeah, thanks. All the other animals, of course, that you can feed with the warehouses that you have, it's almost to the point where we can't think of all the different animals you're feeding.
Right.
I think from birds to cats to whatever, right?
I do want to mention that I'm going to do a flash sale starting today, so I haven't even told the marketing department yet, but we're going to put the black oil sunflowers at $19.95 a bag. This is the first time we've been under 20 in a long time. So if you're needing to feed the birds still, we're at $19.95. That's a 50-pound bag, so that should be very good price for a lot of people if they're feeding the birds. And I do want to mention as well that we're only about 45 days or maybe 50 days away from people wanting to put some sorghum sudan seed in the ground, and a couple months away from putting cane seed in the ground. And so if you want to get your products reserved so we have them for you when you need them, just give us a holler, 800-830-2119. We'll write down what you need. You don't have to pay for it up front or anything. It's just when you pick it up, we'll bill you, and it should be good. Right now, I'm not out of anything. Getting close on a couple things, but if you need some seed, it's really not that far away, so give us a holler.
Okay. All right. Cooper's. Let's go back to the beginning. Is that the original Cooper company, or is it different?
It's different.
It's a different.
Yeah, but they do have a sign, that the old Cooper quality guarded feed sign on their website. So I don't think they're related, but I haven't asked them that yet. I just got to know them last week or the week before. So, yeah. But that would be cool if it was, because that's a good throwback.
Well, you could show them your sign on your side of your building.
There you go. Cooper quality guarded feeds, right?
There you go, yeah.
Little tin soldier. Yeah, it was quite the feed outfit back in the day. Started in Humboldt, Nebraska.
That's right.
And their big rival was Gooch Feeds, which they both had the round circles. And Gooch's feeds started in Lincoln, or it started in Kansas, but came up to Lincoln. And a gentleman from Cumro, Mervyn Amy, was the eventual president of the whole outfit.
Really?
Yep.
Now, was your granddad, is that what he carried?
Yeah, he carried Gooch feeds. Yep.
That's right, yeah.
For a long, long time.
Yeah.
So Gooch's and Cooper's were two Nebraska companies that battled pretty hard, and they're good companies.
Yeah. My dad and my uncle had Cooper's when they very first started their little feed store, and your grandpa and my dad and uncle were pretty competitive for quite a while, but then next thing I know, they're helping each other out when they're low on salt.
So there's kind of a brotherhood.
Yeah, and a lot of businesses like that.
Oh yeah, you bet.
I'll tell you what, I'm short. I'll bring over some salt. When I get my load in, I'll bring it back over.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like that.
Reciprocal though, because if you get in the same boat, then they would help you out. And that makes life a little easier.
Yeah. So what's up for the summer months for you? Are you going to get some time off, Mike? You going to take a trip anywhere? Going to do anything?
I don't have anything planned, but we live in paradise. Why would you want to go anywhere else, right?
There you go.
Man, you got some good sayings today. The monkey in the cash drawer was good too.
He didn't say it quite exactly like that, but Denny.
Yeah. He had a million of them, yeah.
That's one of the greatest parts about this area is the characters that live in it.
Mm-hmm. And you get to meet a lot of them.
He was definitely a character. So, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them still around, too.
That's good.
Yep.
It used to be the feed store, a lot of good stories, and the mechanic shop.
Yeah, and the air's a little cleaner than when I started there. It used to be a lot of smoking going on in the old feed store. And Grandma would sit there in the haze and didn't mind it a bit.
Didn't even know any
better. She was used
to
it after 65 years, so I guess. But that's probably a good thing. But there were some good stories.
Oh, I bet.
In the day.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can relate. Even in the radio business, when I very first started, they'd have a big ashtray in the control room, and it'd be piled up with cigarettes. One of those that was like a tractor tire with a dish in it.
Oh, yeah.
Be full of cigarette
to be careful
butts.
You'd start a bonfire.
Yeah, they'd be in there smoking, drinking coffee, and playing records, and you're going, man. And the equipment, it was not good for the equipment or the people in it.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't, but
it's changed, hasn't it?
It has, but that's all right. It's good to be here, and it's good country, good cattle country, and we're happy to be serving some of the producers out there.
Ocano and Broken Bow. Here in Broken Bow, you're open 5 and a good half days.
Till 2 o'clock on Saturday.
2 o'clock, which is real handy. Mm-hmm. Monday through Friday in Oconto, I think.
You bet. Yep. And Troy's store is almost like brand new down there, so he's pretty happy.
Good deal.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Evans Feed, our guest this morning. News is next.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
My day starts right.
With Dave and Brent.
Ben works at Runza, and he loves his teammates.
We got Rockstar Rachel, Johnny J-Town, and T-Money Terry in the house.
What's your nickname, Ben?
They call me Benst in the world.
Did you give yourself that?
Maybe.
Nickname or not, Runza makers stick together. Want to join the team? Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day. Nebraska State Bank, leading, serving, growing. Leading means making a difference in their communities by investing in and supporting local businesses. Serving their communities with employees' involvement, volunteering, and contributing their time and talents to area organizations and events. Growing by uniting with their customers and area businesses to support them in progress and prosperity. Leading, serving, growing. It's what they strive for their customers and communities. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
Headaches, ear-ringing, neck pain, dizziness, brain fog. Is your jaw pain to blame? Pearson Physical Therapy wants to be your partner in finding out. Tension and dysfunction in the jaw and surrounding muscles can lead to a number of symptoms that disrupt your daily life. It can be hard to know who to seek out for help. We invite you to come see us at Pearson Physical Therapy to learn how your jaw dysfunction can be managed so that you can get back to not having to deal with daily aggravation. Call us at 872-5800 or stop by on West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
I love the morning show.
Wake up with us. We sound way better than this. KCNI KBBN Radio.
Agland ATV knows that this winter has been long and our customers are ready to tackle big projects and enjoy the outdoors. If your to-do list includes checking those baby calves, rolling out new fencing, or moving equipment to prepare for this year's planting season, Polaris has the machines to get the job done. The service department at Agland is always working hard to keep your machines at the top of their game throughout the busy season. If you're looking to upgrade, you're in luck. We have more machines in the biggest variety of models and sizes that we've ever had. We're ready to help you ride into spring at Agland ATV, West Highway 2 in Broken Bow.
Always wear a helmet, never drink and drive.
Homeowners, landlords, and business owners of Custer County and beyond. Is your lawn begging for a makeover? Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair has the magic touch for your green oasis. A 4 or 5-step fertilizer program, sprinkler repair expertise, and top-notch aeration and mowing. Transforming your yard into a lush paradise is just a call away. Call Kyle at 308-870-0348. Serving Custer County and beyond.
Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair, where the grass is always greener.
It is 4 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, 39 degrees outside under a partly cloudy sky. Maybe I didn't get outside to look. What do you think, folks? Is it clear or partly cloudy? I'll check it out in a little bit. Winds are out of the northwest, 5 to 10. Barometric pressure rising at 29.96. Humidity at 80%. High yesterday, 67. Overnight low of 37. Sunset today at 8:13. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:05. 54 hundredths precipitation recorded so far this month. We could use some more, as we mentioned. 39 degrees here at Broken Bow. Good to have you along here on The Breakfast Show. As we continue here, we're going to play the game. We didn't get the game played.
Okay.
So let's play the game, see if we can give away a prize this morning.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, and that's when they serve pig in a blanket. It runs in Broken Bow, so we're going to give you a chance to win one of those here today. It's Lawn and Garden Month. So here's your question for today. When is the best time of the day that they consider to water your lawn? When is the best time of day they consider to water your lawn? We'll just give you... Well, we'll give you 4 choices. Number 1, the afternoon, the early morning, the evening, or any time. Those are your choices. What is considered the best time of the day to water your lawn? Evening, afternoon, early morning, or any time. If you know, call us 872-2801.
And the phone is ringing now, so we'll just pick it up here and find out who we have. Who do we have on the phone here this morning?
This is Catherine.
Hi, Catherine. How's things out there?
Oh, busy.
Busy, getting ready for spring and summer. The chickens.
Yeah, I'm trying to can up a bunch of potatoes right now to get them out today. So
Get those set up. All right. Here's Brent with your question.
Okay, Catherine, I don't want to put any pressure on you, but I've already written your name on the certificate. So you have to get this right, okay? What is considered the best time of day to water your lawn? Evening, afternoon, early morning, or any time?
I think early morning.
Yes, you got it. Early morning is what they say. And because you've answered correctly, we do have a certificate that's going to get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesdays at Runza in Broken Bow. So come on out and see us when you can and say hi.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Catherine. We will now have the news for you. Didn't get the news in. A lot of things going on here real quick here before the break. So we'll get news going your way here and come back with more of The Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs expressing concern over the state's high court ruling to uphold an almost total ban on abortion. She told CBS Mornings,
Arizonans don't support extreme abortion bans, and this 15-week ban is still extreme.
The Biden administration's out with new standards for drinking water so we aren't exposed to harmful forever chemicals. Eric Olson with the Natural Resources Defense Council.
EPA's estimate is that as many as 105 million people have these chemicals in their water right now, drinking it every day, putting it in their coffee.
The feds are looking into claims that Boeing jets face serious and unsafe assembly issues.
The whistleblower letter cites concerns from 2021, around the same time when Boeing paused 787 deliveries for over a year to address quality control issues, a process the FAA signed off on.
That's CBS's Chris Van Cleve. CBS News Brief. I'm Stacy Lynn.
In Nebraska news, Lincoln police said a man called 911 to report he shot a man in his apartment Tuesday. Lincoln police officers and Lincoln Fire and Rescue responded to the area of 11th and G Streets around noon after receiving a call about a shooting. The Lincoln Police Department Chief Sean Morrow said a 52-year-old man was found dead with a gunshot wound to his head. Police say 53-year-old Jacob Malloy of Lincoln called 911 to report the shooting and was taken into custody without incident. The Lincoln Police Department said the men knew each other and Malloy lived at the apartment. Following an interview with investigators, Malloy was arrested and taken to the Lancaster County Jail on suspicion of second-degree murder and use of a firearm to commit a felony. Investigators are still working to determine what led up to the shooting. A handgun was recovered at the scene. This is the second reported homicide of the year in Lincoln. Police said on April 7th, 32-year-old Gregory Little was shot and killed outside a downtown Lincoln bar by a security guard. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking NBA games of note, the Bucks knock off the top team in the league, the Celtics 104-91. But in the win, Milwaukee lost their star Giannis Antetokounmpo in the third quarter with a non-contact injury to his leg. Had to be helped off the court. An MRI revealed that his Achilles tendon is intact. They're calling it a calf strain. Timberwolves beat the Wizards 130-121. Minnesota's Anthony Edwards, a career-high 51 points. Nuggets down the Jazz 111-95. So Denver and Minnesota remain tied for the top spot in the West. They play each other tonight in Denver. Thunder over the Kings 112-105. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander 40 points for OKC as they remain a game back of Denver and Minnesota for that top spot in the West. 76ers over the Pistons 120-102. Philadelphia's Joel Embiid 37 points. Team's now 4-0 since he returned to the lineup from injury. Clippers over the Suns 105-92. Warriors beat the Lakers 134-120.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A fire weather watch begins at noon tomorrow and remains in effect until 9 p.m. tomorrow night. Mainly clear today with a slight chance for showers. Highs level off around 67, northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mainly clear tonight, chance of rain showers, lows around 36. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-230-2777. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-230-2777. That's 800-230-2777 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777.
As mentioned earlier, 39 degrees here at Broken Bow, Nebraska, and we'll call it clear to partly cloudy with winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10. Brent, let's talk about the movies. Who could we talk to about the movies? You want anybody?
Man, I don't know. You know, when I think about the movies, I think Fox Theater. That's first thing that comes to mind. That's the first theater that I plan to go to when I want to watch a movie.
In Central City, down south, or right here in town?
Well, because I live in Broken Bow, the Broken Bow location is kind of the one I think of first.
Mm-hmm.
But, they've got 3 different locations around the region or area, however you like to say it. So I guess maybe if we talked to a Fox.
That's a perfect idea.
Huh?
I think you guys just missed Tanya. And you know what? Her maiden name was Fox.
No,
you know
seriously,
yeah.
no. I
no relation, just, it was kind of cool. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I don't think she mentioned that to us. If she did, I missed it, but I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But we do miss her, though.
Yeah,
so.
I'm sure. Yeah, she was a good gal. And on to new and different things. But 3 theaters with your name on it. That's got to be kind of neat.
Overwhelming sometimes, but yeah, let's be honest.
Yes, that too. Yeah.
But no, it's been pretty cool. It's such a neat business to be in, and another Fox, my sister Penny, she's the one that got us started in this thing 20 years ago. So if you remember when, I think it was the Cheneys that owned it before us here in town, and they were leaving for Missouri, and she'd been pestering me about, hey, we should go look at that. I'm like, no, I don't want to run a movie theater, And then finally she said, well, they're going to close it. If they don't sell it, they're going to close it down and take the equipment with them because they bought another theater. So that perked me up. I'm like, well, if they bought another theater, it must at least break even, or you wouldn't be doing that. Mm-hmm. So that was the start of it.
Well, and also I have always marveled at the different modifications that you made in this building here in Broken Bow from when you first started. I think you took us on a little tour before you had the 3 theaters, and you had the room in the back where the little theater was kind of a place to hold little meetings and stuff, and you just kind of evolved, didn't you?
It did. Back when I used to work for First National of Omaha, and I lived here in town, and I traveled a lot, and I saw other towns that had multi-screen theaters that were our size. So I thought, why not here? So that's kind of where it started from. And I wish I could say that, hey, I planned it. This was the start, and here's where the end game was. But no, it was a little bit of a hodgepodge. But it worked out really well, honestly.
Yeah, it really took a historic building and kept it intact, and just made it very useful. So.
Yeah, it is. It's a neat old building, and it is one of the best built buildings anywhere.
I bet.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat.
Stuart, do you remember? I think you were just getting started in the theater, and I was trying to cover news, and there was a fire.
I think at the Chief, wasn't it?
At the newspaper, and here's Stuart and yours truly behind in the alley wondering what's going to burn here.
Yeah.
That had to be a little scary.
A little bit, but the thing is that the theater, it's a steel and masonry building, and so there's not
Yeah.
There's not as much to burn, so I mean, it's, I guess it can, but it gets hot enough. But yeah, we were a little worried.
You actually seemed kind of calm that day, I thought. I might have been jumping out of my shoes, but yeah, fortunately that didn't harm too much for the theater, certainly, but I think they got a remodel out of it.
They did. Yeah, it probably worked out all right for them, I guess.
All right. Well, it's always good to have you in. Would you guys talk movies?
Sure. Before we get to the movies, though, I think this is the first time we've had a chance to visit with you on the air anyway, since the Stringham benefit.
Right.
You want to just kind of recap that a little bit for the folks? I know it was a great night for you.
I mean, it was, we had the the Facebook auction, and then we also had the Blues Brothers fundraiser there at the theater, and we had a nice crowd. It wasn't a complete full house, but, there's so much going on this time of year. Track meets got moved, different things like that, but we had a nice crowd there. And I think the fundraiser for the theater, I think, made about $1,900, so a nice little amount that we were able to contribute, and I think everybody had a good time. I'll be honest, I don't think I'd ever watched the Blues Brothers from start to finish. I'd seen that end scene, quite a bit, but I don't think I'd ever watched, and it's a stupid movie, but it is funny. It is funny. You got this random lady that blows up a building, and they just get up out of the bricks. I'm like, they don't even make a mention about what's going on. It's just funny.
I think it was kind of one of those destined to be cult kind of films because it was kind of quirky. And I had somebody tell me the other day who went and said, I didn't realize that film was so silly. Because it is quirky, but the real benefit was seeing all the Aretha Franklin and all the James Brown.
Yeah, the star power that was in there. It's incredible. And then and it was great. Jeremy Shipe was out there, and I think he did a Facebook Live from there. And I walked in and had a half a beer. And they're like, "Hey, you want to go on the radio?" I'm like, oh. What could go wrong?
Not a thing. Yeah, no, it was a good time, real good time, and good to see those people that could come out. As you say, there's so many things going on these days, but
we were just blown away by everybody's support. Good. It's just incredible. So, and Kyle, he is back home, and he's continues to do rehab, and I think every day he gets a little bit better, but it's just a very slow. Very, very slow process. But I've seen him once, and he looks good. He sounds good. He moves a little. He goes, "You haven't seen me walk." So, but he's getting better, and we're hopeful to see him soon.
Yeah, very good.
All right. Okay, let's talk about what's showing at the movies. My daughter and soon-to-be son-in-law took me to the movies on Sunday, and we got to see Godzilla and Kong come together and save the world. They saved Earth. They saved Hollow Earth. Oh, my goodness. I felt much better about where the world stands.
Well, that's good.
After I saw that Godzilla and Kong can come together and save us.
If they can come together, maybe everybody can come together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that is the one film that we have that's being held over. Okay. So if you haven't got to see that, it'll be here next week as well. So, but we do have a couple that are leaving. So we've got kind of the last call for Cabrini, and that's based on a true story. I think a nun that immigrated to New York, and I think helped start some orphanages, and that I've heard is a very, very powerful movie. So, but anyways, that's the last call for that one, and then also the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I think that's got 2 more showings for that. So I think a good opportunity. So, but Godzilla and Kong coming together, and then that's a good segue into Civil War that's coming.
I have seen the previews for this. Wow, this thing looks like edge of your seat, hang on to your seat. It looks interesting.
I've been told it's a pretty powerful movie, but it's also, because you think, it's just it's about today's political climate. I've been told that's not necessarily the case. It's not about this person or that person or anything, but it is about kind of the political climate that we live in and how divisive things are. And so they say it is something that makes you think.
Yeah.
One way you can tell that it is fiction is it says Texas and California come together.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't see that one happening.
wouldn't
But
either.
they're about as far apart as there could be. But I watched the trailer as well. It does look pretty powerful. Like I say, I think they say it's a movie that'll probably make you think. And I try and stay out of the political side.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're right. I saw an interview, might have been on the Sunday morning show with actor and director, and they just thought it might be one of the more important movies to come along because it does give you a view of, we can't get along down the road, what could happen.
Yeah.
So whether, no matter what your political persuasion is,
right,
down the road we want to be the United States of America, right?
That's right. Yeah, there was a powerful piece in there where I think they had some guys, they were, I don't know if they were military or not, but they said, oh well, wait a minute, we're American, and he's like, well, what kind of American?
Yeah.
And it's like, hopefully we can all figure out that we are all Americans. We may disagree on things, but we are at heart all Americans.
The movie's getting a lot of attention, so it's right here in Broken Bow.
Yeah, and so it'll be here for a couple weeks, and it's at all three of our theaters, starting on Friday. And then the other one, we kind of had a hole in the schedule, and I didn't know what to bring in. And my film booker's out in Las Vegas at the CinemaCon, and he called me Monday and said, hey, this picture called Someone Like You, they're adding dates. So there's a company called Fathom Events that puts out a bunch of different films for us. It's kind of a newer company the last couple of years, and we'd had some calls from people said, hey, we would like to see this. But with Fathom Events, it's typically only very, very few days. There's only a couple of dates that are available. And I told people, I'm sorry, we don't have room for it, and two, we'd passed the deadline when we could bring it in. Well, it did pretty well, I guess, and so they decided to add some dates. And so we're happy to say we're bringing Someone Like You to all three of our theaters. It's based on Karen Kingsbury book. Karen is a Christian fiction author, I guess, and so I watched the trailer too. It's going to appeal probably more to the female side.
That's all right. Yeah.
But those movies do really well for us, and so we put that out on Facebook. And I will say this, man, we have had a tremendous amount of response to that. So that's kind of neat. And like I said, we try and bring in a real breadth of movies for different people, and so we're happy that we're able to bring that in, because otherwise we weren't real sure. It was getting, the pool's a little shallow right now, but it is going to pick up. So we've got some good movies coming up, starting this week, but I think it's going to get better as we move towards summer. So we're excited for that.
I was going to say, summer's always kind of known when some of the big blockbusters come out, and they now I saw a preview before I watched Godzilla and Kong. I saw a preview for Twisters.
Yeah, Twisters.
Oh man, can't wait. I will be there, Stuart.
What year did Twister come out? It had to have been early 90s probably.
Yeah, it was
I didn't
in
even
the
look,
90s
but
somewhere.
early 90s. Yeah, it comes out this summer. I think there's one. I don't know how we're going to get it on the marquee. Was it the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare? It might take up a couple lines, but it's a war movie. It looks actually, that one looks really good coming up. And then there's a horror movie called Abigail that's getting a lot of traction that people seem to be very excited about. Horror movies don't do great around, but occasionally, one will surprise us.
Yeah.
So there's some good movies coming up.
Now I see on your sheet here, I'm excited. Of course, I grew up in the 80s, and one of my favorite television shows was Lee Majors in The Fall Guy.
Oh, yeah.
And now they've made a movie. Now, the movie looks a little bit different than maybe what the television series was. But
that's coming up in May. Yeah, that's coming up in May. I believe we've got that booked. And then there's another one I think called Unsung Hero, and I've heard, and I forget, it's a story, kind of a true story based on a family, but it's a musical deal. So that one's coming up as well. So we do have some, and a lot of different genres coming, which is nice. That hopefully there's something that appeals to everybody.
Yeah. Before I let you go, I've mentioned this before, but I just want to thank you again. Went to the movies, as I mentioned, over the weekend. laid down a $20 bill and got 3 of us into the movies.
Nice.
I don't know where else you can go do that, seriously. And so, thank you.
Yeah. Well, we do, and to go on that, we, as everybody knows, if you go there to the pre-show, and we hope people do get there a little bit early, because we do have a pre-show that usually starts about 20 minutes before the stated time, and that's made up of local advertising, and that's what allows us to keep our pricing down. Honestly, I think when we look things over, we probably break even on the movies, the concessions, and all that. It's the local advertising dollars that allow us to keep those prices down, and that's really important to us, to keep it affordable. And I know some people say, "Oh my gosh, that's really expensive." I was like, "Well, you probably haven't been to a bigger city and a bigger theater, because
absolutely.
it is very reasonably priced." And so, but we're only able to do that because of our local advertisers. So if you are a business and you're interested in advertising, we're getting pretty full in Broken Bow. We've got room in Cozad and Central City, but those are the things that help us to keep those down. It also helps us to make improvements, to make sure we have the most current technology. And if you are an advertiser, we advertise, you get on the on-screen advertising, but you also get website advertising on that. You get on our Facebook page, in the lobby, we have business cards that scroll. So we try and make it a real good value for people.
Yeah, well, you do, and we encourage everyone to check. You got a great website too. Gives you all the information you need. WatchTheFox.com.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of that. I think we have the best theater website around, and that's thanks to Sarah Russell. Sarah's been doing our website, I think, for probably 15 years or more. Wow. I need to look back and see, and she just does an amazing job. And then paired with that, we do have the Fox Theater app, and the great thing about that, with the app, you can go in there, you download that, and when it pops up, it'll have our 3 theaters on there. You can click on one to save it as your favorite, but the other thing that's really cool is it uses your location, and so it'll put the one that you're closest to at the top. So if you're in the Cozad area, it'll put the Cozad one at the top. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in. Was there anything else you wanted to mention that we haven't discussed yet?
No, I think
today?
just we appreciate the support, and look forward to seeing everyone at the movies.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll take a time out with these words here on The Breakfast Show.
Tired of unexpected car troubles putting a misfire in your day? Introducing C&M Auto in Anselmo. For routine maintenance to major repairs of gas and diesel cars or light and heavy-duty trucks, go with C&M Auto. They boast the latest diagnostics to diagnose and fix your vehicle's issues with quick response and a very competitive labor rate. Plus emergency 24-hour service rates outside their 9 to 5 Monday through Friday hours. Call 308-749-2277 for C&M Auto, located south of Chandler's Honey off Highway 2 in Anselmo. C&M Auto.
Moline Seed and Fence is your leader in agricultural fencing and animal management solutions. Let's get ready for spring with the new satellite water monitoring system from Gallagher. Check your tanks in seconds for a fraction of the cost of driving. Turn that time saved into a new fencing project. High tensile, barbed wire, metal, and pipe fencing all in stock and ready for your next project. Moline Seed and Fence, located southwest of Callaway. Give them a call today. 308-529-0781.
Hi, Central Nebraska. This is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. As a part of our constant search for great ways to serve our customers, I'm excited to announce that Lori Pandorf-Leeper has joined our team in Callaway as an experienced licensed agent. So whether you're needing new home, auto, business, farm, ranch, or life and health insurance, or maybe you're just checking in on your current coverage options, reach out to Liana, Chip, or Lori at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
As the weather gets warmer, more of our many-legged friends start to make their presence known. Battle the bugs with products at Varney Health Mart. Check out the Nebo Mini Bug Zapper and Lantern, or the Flying Insect Trap. Both are safe for humans, but definitely not bugs. Plus, bugs are attracted to dual-band UV, not a gross odor that stinks. Nebo products are at Varney Health Mart in Broken Bow. Grab yours up and say goodbye to bugs in your home. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow.
Quality custom embroidery is available right here in central Nebraska from locally owned Nebraska Pasture Door. Whether you're wanting to support your favorite team or athlete or promote your business with new apparel, stop in and talk with Cynthia on the west side of the square in Broken Bow. Whether you have an idea you want to see come to life or you need help imagining a design, Cynthia can help. If you have a favorite brand you love, there's a good chance she can order it and then embroider it. Nebraska Pasture Door, embroidery and custom apparel, located in Broken Bow on the square.
Cattlemen, spring is here and things are starting to green up. But alongside the good green like pasture grass and trees come the bad greens. Musk thistles, mullenweed, buckbrush, and other weeds. Let Aero Aviation help you get the bad green under control this spring. They use the latest in aircraft and GPS technology and crop protection products while keeping the good green in your pocket. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim today and schedule spring spraying with Aero Aviation, 872-5113.
Listening to The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN Radio.
Studio. Let me get them on camera so you can see them. And we do want to say thanks to these businesses who make our video stream and replays possible of The Breakfast Show daily. Central Nebraska Warehouse and Storage, Colligan, Ferreter Auto, Garden Center, Hunters Towing, Ideal Realty, Quality Senior Villages, Ross Electric and Hertique, Runza, and V-Bar. Thank you to them for letting you watch us on Facebook Live. And we say welcome to the Custer Care Center. Tiffany's here. Aubrey's here.
Hi.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are things at the center? We just came off Easter. Did everybody have a nice Easter holiday at the center?
Yes, we did. Yes.
I think this is the first time that we visited with you since the big Easter egg hunt. How big was that? A lot of kids show up?
There was a lot of kids there.
Well, that's great. I know that they enjoy participating in that.
It's always fun.
Now, I know things were a little bit different depending on what age you were at, but for the little kids, I think you actually hid Easter eggs. Do you know how many eggs you actually laid out?
1,000.
1,000. Oh, man.
And they were all picked up.
That was going to be my next question. Were they all found?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, they were.
That's great.
There was a lot of little kids there. It was fun to watch them run around and pick up the eggs.
Yeah. And I assume that, I know that the residents there, I'm assuming anyway, helped you build the eggs.
They did, yep.
I assume several of them were able to go to the square and watch that, or a few of them at least?
A few of them went,
Yeah, I'm sure they enjoyed that. That's good. Let's see, what is happening at the center that you want to talk about today?
Well, we're busy going into spring. We always have something going on, it seems like. Today they're going to make gnomes, so that'll be fun. I'm excited to go back and make one. We are looking for some help, though, because we are busy.
Mm-hmm.
So we are looking for med aids. We're looking for a PRN driver. So you don't want to work full-time. Maybe you want to work 1 day a week. So call Peggy. She's wonderful. Talk to her. She'll get you set up. She lays everything out. So she has all the paperwork's done. You know where you're going. She has already contacted the client. It's really easy. It's simple. It's a lot of fun. You just have to drive safely. And then I am looking for a home care staff member to do a little driving, do a little traveling for us, and take care of some clients.
Okay.
The benefit of that is you pretty much have your own clients when you do home care. So I kind of set up a base for you of your clients, and that's who you go to. So there's not a lot of switching around. You know them. And then for the most part, you get to use one of our vehicles. So you don't even have to drive your own vehicle.
Okay.
We provide that.
On that, Aubrey, the person then that is providing the home care, do they work with the person they're helping and set their own schedule, or do you set the schedule?
So I do all the running around. I do the scheduling. I talk to the staff, of course, and the client, and we figure out what works good for everybody. And then I do the scheduling, and we have an app, and you pull it up on your phone, and you see where you're going and when.
And if it doesn't work out for you to go at that time, say you have an appointment or something, and you can't go at that time, just let Aubrey and your client know, and they'll switch it around for you.
Okay.
It's pretty flexible for the most part.
Yeah.
Another thing is, I don't know that everybody knows this, we have benefits at Custer Care for our staff. So we have a simple IRA. We provide dental and vision, a Click membership, which is fantastic.
Yes,
Click Family Healthcare.
Yep, I love it. And then we do PTO and sick leave.
Okay.
So those are what you get as a staff member at Custer Care.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's great. And if people are interested in either of these positions, the best course of action is to just contact you guys.
Yep.
Is that it?
Call us, stop by, we'll chat. I'm also looking for more home care clients. So if anybody is thinking they need some help, some light housekeeping or help with meds or bathing, give me a call and we can talk about it and get some help. And we have the whirlpool.
Yes.
So people from the community can come in and do the whirlpool bath as well.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Day services. You're willing to do that for people? Maybe someone is a caregiver and needs to come into town for a little bit, doesn't know what to do with the person they're caring for. You guys can help with that, right?
They can drop them off at Custer Care. They get meals, snacks. If they need medicine while they're there, we can give them their medicine. If they need a bath, we can give them a bath while they're there. and they get to do all the activities with us, and it's a lot of times everybody, I mean, we're just one big family, and a lot of times they feel like when they come for the first time, they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to come, and then once they come, they really enjoy it, and they come back more often, and that's what we want, is for people to come in and see us.
The one thing I like about that service, Tiffany, and we've talked about it before, it's not like it's just between the hours of 8 and 5.
Nope.
If you're coming into town in the evening or something, you guys can work that out too.
Yes. Yep. We're pretty flexible. We just don't have any empty beds, so we just ask that they don't stay the night. But if they need to stay later into the evening, we can do that. Or if they need to come earlier in the morning, we're really flexible. We do have people call and say, well, how many day notice do you need? If you're on your way in, you can call us, or you can just show up and be like, hey, I need Mom to stay here for a while I go to an appointment. That's fine. We're really flexible about that. We don't need any kind of notice.
Yeah, it's a great service that you guys offer. Let's see, other topics that you wanted to discuss that we haven't visited about yet?
We are looking for some people to come in either in the morning or the afternoon and do either like music or something with the residents. So we're looking for some volunteers that would like to come in and just share their talents or just spend time with the residents. If anybody has any time they want to spend.
Okay. Do you guys, hope I'm not putting you on the spot here, do you have a piano?
Yes.
We do.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
All right. So if someone plays the piano, come in and play for a half hour or so.
The residents love it. They
I'm
gather
sure they
around and they dance, and they just absolutely adore when people come in. So.
Yeah. And again, if someone's interested in that, just contact you guys at the center.
Yep.
Okay.
Just call Custer Care and we'll get you. You let us know when you can come in. We'll put you on the schedule.
All right. Sounds good. Anything else, ladies, that you want to talk about?
We don't have any empty rooms right now, but we do have a waiting list. So, call and get on that waiting list because we have that remodel coming soon.
That's exciting. And with the weather getting nicer, I assume that that will get going very strong here this spring and summer.
We're hoping.
That's good. Yeah. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I know that it's going to be a great addition, not just for you guys, but for the community as a whole.
Exactly.
So.
Yes.
Definitely fills a need.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good to see you both.
You too.
All right. Custer Care Center, our guest here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Is there anything better than getting rewarded? Let us ask you this. How many reward apps do you currently have on your phone? Are you 2 purchases away from that free coffee or maybe a sandwich? Well, maybe we have one last question. Are you being rewarded for spending? If you said no, we can help you change that. At Bruning Bank, we offer 4 levels of our Bruning Bank credit card so we can best match you with the credit card suited for your lifestyle. The best part? You earn rewards with every purchase. Give us a call today at 308-872-2757 or visit BruningBank.com to learn how you can make the most of your purchases. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Attention do-it-yourself enthusiasts and weekend warriors. Spring is in the air, and your go-to destination for quality materials, tools, and friendly advice is right on Main Street in Ansley. Plan now so you can start right when the weather warms up. Ansley Lumber and Supply is your locally owned and operated connection for premium lumber, Benjamin Moore paint, composite decking from Armadillo and TimberTech, as well as deck railing. Don't forget that delivery is available so you can get the work started quicker. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
If you are thinking about planting a new lawn or renovating an existing one, start with quality turf seed from AeroSeed. AeroSeed grass seed has high germination, is weed-free, and comes with the expert advice that you don't get at those big box stores. AeroSeed has several different turf varieties and a knowledgeable staff to assist you in choosing the one that will work best for you. To learn more, call or stop in to AeroSeed in Broken Bow or visit aeroseed.com for the dealer nearest you.
All right, we're back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We'll be going to Varney Health Mart in a moment as we wait for Dave to get hooked up and visit with the folks there. Let's tell you about Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska. Have a beautiful collection of Consuela handbags that they are featuring right now. Have spring items in, cheery florals, and yard decor in their gift department. So check those out when you're in to enjoy coffee with a friend, where it's always a good idea. At Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, they are your historic destination barista bar and gift shop. right here in Custer County. Make sure you follow them on Facebook to keep up on all the latest happenings at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska, featuring delicious baked goods daily, delicious drinks to enjoy, hot, blended, or cold. And try it out. Make sure you head on over to Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5. Open on Saturday as well from 9 until 3. If you go to sandhillsexpress.com and go to the employment page, you will see some job opportunities being posted for you right now. And among them is one through Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership. They are looking for a WIC nurse, an RN, LPN dietitian needed for the Women, Infants, and Children program to enhance and make a difference in the lives of families. The position is full-time or part-time with flexible hours. For more information, contact CNCAP for more information at 308-745-0780. The extension is 105. You can also go to their website and apply by going to centralnebraskacap.com. We'll take a break. Back with more after this.
Are you suffering from back pain? Team Physical Therapy can help by addressing the root cause of your pain. 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy focuses on manual therapy, exercise, stretching, and personalized plan for you. Call 872-5111. Physical therapy can reduce inflammation, improve flexibility, and increase strength. Don't let that low back pain slow you down. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or check out any of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, or Kearney.
Don't let a dry spell or a lackluster lawn get you down. Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair specializes in both revitalizing lawns and keeping them beautiful. Have them come to your home or business and worry about applying fertilizer with their 5-step program. Then sell the lawnmower and have them cruise by and take care of that too. To keep your lawn happy, ask about sprinkler repair and aeration. Licensed and insured, serving Custer County and beyond. 308-870-0348.
Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair, where the grass is always greener.
The 4-H and FFA programs were that foundation set for me to compete and get better all the time.
I was also introduced to topics like entrepreneurship and record keeping. All of those experiences grow lots of possibilities.
If you believe in developing the next generation, these programs are developing leaders for our community and our state.
Choice gas selection has begun. Call 877-274-5710 by April 24th to make your choice. Constellation is proud to support Nebraska 4-H and FFA.
Dave and Brent.
You two guys.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
8:47 is the time. I am Brent. I'm in the studio. Dave is on location. He's at Varney Health Mart, and that's where we go now. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Brent. Thanks so much. We are live at Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. And Brent may have heard me in queue, but if not, Brent, kind of be ready. There was not a cell signal when I arrived here today. It's just started working a couple moments ago, so we're with you now, but we don't know how long. So we're going to talk with Julie about all the things coming up. Let's talk about the calendar to start with.
Okay,
go ahead.
Today is what, April? Let me look at my watch.
10th.
Oh, it's the 10th. It's
Yes.
Wednesday, April 10th. So I guess graduation's coming up. Mother's Day's coming up. May will be here before we know it. It seems to roll that way. So
A lot of the graduations are spread out through the month of May. Most of them are done in the beginning and the middle of May, so we don't have a lot of time to get the gifts we need, the cards we need.
Yes.
And so I know you can help there.
yes, and the cards, you're right, Dave, on that. Right now, Debbie has a really good selection of her graduation cards in. It looks to me like it's full over here.
Mm-hmm. Looking good.
And I know Monday we're selling them. They're selling. They went. We were selling some last week, but right now we have a really good selection. So if you wanted to come in and get just the perfect card right now, you would be able to do that. There's religious ones. There's graduation cards for college, the high school cards I see right now. She even has maybe one or two that are 99-cent cards.
Mm-hmm.
Money and gift holder cards. She has some like value pack of graduation money holder cards and gift card holders. So you could get 10 in that for up on the top. It says for less than $1 a card. And inside it says, whatever you do, your future is sure to be amazing because that's what you are. Congratulations, grad.
That's right. That's a nice little phrase. And you have everything from the 99-cent all the way up to more luxurious cards. Same for Mother's Day. You got some real pretty Mother's Day cards.
There's some beautiful Mother's Day cards here. And of course, there's a lot that are just pretty and fancy with the flowers. And here's a grandma one from kids with 2 little raccoons on it. That looks kind of cute.
That's a good idea. Mother's Day is May 12th. Folks, and that means we're a little over a month away, and I don't know how cards come in, but my guess is the sooner you get in, the better the selection is going to be on Mother's Day's cards and graduation cards, and then later Father's Day as well.
Correct. And what we have here out on display is what we have. We do not have any in the back room, so...
Of course, birthdays happen all the time. You got a lot of birthday cards.
Yes. Debbie has a good selection of cards. And Brenda brings in the Lean Tree cards. There's a lot of good ones there that just cover everything.
I like those. They got a different look to them and a classy look, anywhere from scenery to a little bit of humor.
Oh, yes, the humor's great in the Lean Trees, and it hits home.
And I like the way they use old-timey pictures on some of the cards to make a point.
Yes. Rolling right along here.
They're right here, too. So cards in full stock now, but we have a lot of things coming up. Graduation, Mother's Day, and Father's Day. So get in to get your cards now.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
Of course, graduation gifts can vary depending on, maybe you're a second cousin and you want to get your relative something. And then maybe you're a mom who wants to get your graduate something, or a grandmother. So it depends on, what you're looking for. But I got to say the Montana Silversmith jewelry would be a nice gift for anyone to give.
It is. And we do have a lot of people that do buy the Montana for a graduation. It's something that they'll remember every time they put it on. I got this for my high school graduation, or I got this for my college graduation for my mom or my grandma or for my special friend. And we have a good selection in right now. We have men's crosses. We do have a men's necklace left and a bracelet. We have lots of women's jewelry, of course. You'll just have to come in and take a look. We have some of their newer pieces that just came out this year.
All very nice. And in the springtime, it just seems like there's a lot of babies being born. And I noticed that there are a lot of articles about eclipse babies that were born during the the day on the eclipse. But you have some nice little baby jewelry over here and cards that are really, really sweet.
Yes, it's from a company called Collectibles America, and we have the little keepsake bracelets for the girls or the boys. We have nice little inspirational crosses with the mustard seed and little cross earrings. We have a big sister bracelet. It's the pearls with the little pink stone.
Yeah, pretty.
So they're really pretty.
Yeah, they're very nice. Gifts like, are these called... I don't know for sure what to call them.
Whether they're wallets or billfolds, I know.
I would call them larger wallets.
Yes.
Or small billfolds.
Okay.
Or small purses.
Yes. And that's what, we're going to call them a wallet today.
Okay. All right.
And we have some kind of fun spring colors in that go into summer. It's fun. They're striped with a pretty periwinkle blue, reds, kind of a olive green. There's white in there. There's pinks. And it's a zip all the way around. You open it up. There's several places for your credit cards, award cards. There's a place for your coins, a zipper part, a place for cash. I suppose if you had a smaller phone, it would fit in here, but it would have to be a smaller phone.
Nice thing about these little wallets, we're calling them today, be hard to lose them. They're so nice and brightly colored.
Right, and that's I'm glad you brought that up, Dave, because so many purses that women carry, for some reason, the interior is black or a darker color or maybe a darker pattern, and you could find your wallet very easily in that.
Yeah, you could. And you have some very nice purses as well.
We do. We have, denim is coming, I shouldn't say coming back. Denim is always popular, but you're starting to see more in jewelry that's denim jewelry and denim purses. And we do have we have 2 denim purses left, but see, the inside is a denim, so you have a dark blue. So if you have the lighter wallet, you can find it in there easier.
Yeah.
But it's really a cute little, it's not overly large, it's just a nice crossbody, big enough to keep a good size wallet in, and a phone, a couple other things that you need.
I hate to say that this is a form of entertainment, and my wife's going to be upset with me, but she tends to have larger purses. Okay?
Yeah.
So there's this routine that kind of happens once in a while where maybe especially when you're traveling or you're out of town, let's say, you go, oh, I forgot this particular item. And then to see the search get underway into that purse, it's quite entertaining, actually. And then Joan always finds it. It's very seldom that it doesn't show up, but it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I think these smaller purses might be a little handier in that respect.
Well, and this is another thing what a lot of women do. They'll buy like that wallet or maybe this smaller crossbody and put this in their larger purse. And so when they go into a shopping mall, or maybe you're going to go to a concert and you just want, well, the concerts you probably have to have the clear ones now.
Now you do.
So let's say we're just going to walk the streets downtown in old downtown. So you take this smaller crossbody out of your larger purse because you can still get money in here and your phone. Just what you need. And then you can wear it as a crossbody and nobody's going to pickpocket anything out of there.
Yeah, and you won't have to dig through to find, because you'll put in there what you need.
Yes, and this is really a cute little crossbody.
It's a nice one.
Isn't it nice? And it's so soft.
Leathery, yeah.
Yeah. And there's just a little, like a slip pocket on the front and the back that if you have notes or maybe even a little street map, if you're walking down in the old market or somewhere where you're not familiar, you would know where to go. You can pull that out, look at where you want to go. There's 2 zipper parts to fit your phone and your wallet. You just have to come in and take a look at it. We have a lot of nice, well, and also we have like the, I was going to call them a belly belt, but they're like a belt bag. These were popular a long time ago. They're coming back. They're popular now again, where you can just wear them around your waist. They're handy. You can keep them in front of you, and you can reach your money or your cards or your phone easily. And you could also wear it like a crossbody or a sling.
Yeah, and you know, I know whether it's fashionable or not, these are secure.
Yes.
And if you're in a place where you're a lot of people around you and so forth, you want to make sure your possessions are safe.
Right.
It's a good option.
It is a good option.
So these are all great Mother's Day gifts, folks.
They are.
That's, again, coming up about a month from now.
And then right here by the purses, I have restocked our Naked Bee products. It's a lotion that we have carried for over 10 years for good reason. It's because it's a good lotion and it works, and everybody likes it, men and women. But I pulled in for spring and summer their coconut and honey scent, and it's really nice. It's just reminds you of spring and summer. And we have a kit that is head to toe duo. It's the hand and body lotion, and then also with that is a hair and body mist. And if you like the fragrance, you can spray your sheets and pillows with it. And also with that duo kit, we brought in the orange blossom honey also, so it will have the lotion and the hair and body mist. And then we also have the smaller lotions that are the 2.25 fluid ounces that I believe you can carry on the airplane. And we brought that in the coconut honey. So we have the coconut honey, the vanilla rose. We have the vanilla rose on hand right now. Our lavender, the unscented. This is very popular right now. I sell a lot of it. It's called Serious Hand Cream Repair. Everybody's skin is so dry, and even though it just says hand repair, you can use it on your whole body. And this one's unscented, and it seems to me that our unscented one sells a little bit more than the scented. But we also have the orange blossom honey in that size in the Serious Hand Repair.
And the lip balm as well.
Yes, the lip balm is very good. This is a tinted lip balm, and it has the SPF of 15. We have a clear, a desert flower, and a wild rose The peach blossom, I've ordered it, but it's on back order. And then we have their regular lip balm that isn't tinted in any kind of color, but it's an orange blossom honey and the vanilla rose honey, and it's all organic. Of course, all of this is made in the United States. It's made in Tennessee. This man has his own beehives and has his own honey, and he's just taken off.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
You're not going to believe it, but we're out of time.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Dave.
And we thought, what are we going to talk about today? Next thing you know, we're talking Mother's Day, graduation, Father's Day in June. And again, folks, the card selection is really good right now. That what you have here on the shelves is what they'll get. They're not going to be able to get any more in the next 30 days.
Right.
So come in and get your cards.
Come in, take a look around. We have complimentary gift wrap for you. We'll take care of that. Our hours are from Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5:30. Drive up is 8:30 until 5. We are closed from noon to 2 at our drive ups. We're We're sorry about that, but we're just not staffed right now. Hopefully, when school gets out, it'll change. So anyway, and then on Saturdays we're open from 8:30 to 12:30. The drive-through is closed on Saturday. Now, if you have a condition, you can't walk, you can't get in here, our drive-up is closed, you need your medicine, call us. We'll get it to the car for you. No problem.
Okay, Julie. Thanks. It's always fun to see you.
Good to see you, too.
And we will send it back to the studio with more Brent Apperson.
All right, Dave, Julie, thank you very much. Appreciate the report. 9:01 is the time. You're listening to KCNI KBBN.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The latest inflation report came in hot. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger says it rose 3.5% from last March.
The increase from the overall inflation rate was primarily due to higher energy and shelter prices.
And the Dow responding, down over 400 points. New standards for drinking water, Dr. Linda Birnbaum says they're aimed at protecting us from PFAS.
It's really the first rule that will impact all Americans as far as their daily exposure to this tremendously large class of chemicals.
Police body camera footage has been released out of a traffic stop in Chicago where officers fired nearly 100 shots when a man refused to get out of his car.
Don't roll the window up. Don't roll the window up. Hey, okay. Do not roll the window up. Unlock the doors now.
The driver, 26-year-old Dexter Reed, was killed. CBS News Brief. I'm Stacy Lynn.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Nick Cope.
News in the NFL, the Jaguars have reportedly signed pass rusher Josh Allen to a 5-year deal worth $150 million, $88 million of it guaranteed. Jacksonville had initially placed the franchise tag on Allen, who had a franchise record 17.5 sacks last year. Now, 7 of the 9 players who were tagged this offseason have signed long-term deals. The Eagles will play the Packers in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Friday, September 6th, the night after the NFL season kicks off, and the game will stream exclusively on Peacock. In the NBA, Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo suffered a calf strain during last night's win over the Celtics. Reports say Giannis avoided a major injury to his Achilles, but it will be all about rehab to determine when he will be able to return. And Tara Vanderveer, the longtime Stanford women's basketball coach, announced her retirement.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A fire weather watch begins at noon tomorrow and remains in effect until 9 p.m. tomorrow night. Mainly clear today with a slight chance for showers. Highs level off around 67, northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mainly clear tonight, chance of rain showers, lows around 36. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-230-2777. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-230-2777. That's 800-230-2777 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777.
Currently at our studios, 49 degrees, beautiful sunshine this morning with winds right now kind of showing a west and northwest direction here at our studios, 5 to 10 miles per hour. The barometer at 29.96 and the humidity 65%. High in Broken Bow yesterday hit 67 degrees with the low dropping to 37. Our precip total so far for the month of April as measured here at our studio showing 54/100ths of an inch. Sunset for this evening is scheduled for 8:13 and the sunrise tomorrow is 7:05. Well, as you know, it's Wednesday, and that always prompts the question, what's for Wednesday at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique in Broken Bow? Well, we're going to tell you right now. Today, it's all about pampering for the guys and the gals. They are offering today 25% off a new line of men's products that they have brought in called Grit. It's made for the modern-day cowboy. From the ranches in Texas to the concrete jungle of New York, men's soaps, lotions, and beard oil. Great for most skin types, made from goat's milk and natural oils. So stop in and try Grit. You'll get 25% off today at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique. And then for the women, here's what they have going on today. 25% off Michelle Design Works, hand soaps and lotions and body lotions. Also today, they're taking 25% off Generation B. They have honey as well as an amazing line of 100% all-natural skincare products using the honey and pollen from beehives. That is what's for Wednesday at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique in Broken Bow. Of course, you'll find them on the south side of the square. Want to remind you about our friend Roxanne at the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Roxanne, a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 35 years of experience right here in Broken Bow. She'd love to talk to you about the new Genesis AI technology, which is available. Better hearing never sounded so good. Offering styles that are comfortable and barely noticeable, waterproof, sweat-proof, everyday proof. When used with the My Starkey app, deliver more benefits like health monitoring and fall detection. It's a great new technology, and they're offering it through the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. So Roxanne encourages you to come in and visit about the new Genesis AI technology. When you deal with Nebraska Land Hearing Center, you always get that local, dependable service right here in Broken Bow. Free hearing evaluation and free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, extended discounts for buying local, pricing available in all budgets and technology, and free follow-up care and office visits. To make an appointment, give Roxanne a call today, 308-384-3852. Again, the number 308-384-3852. They're located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building downtown on the square. Job opportunity we want to remind you of. Nebraska Department of Transportation has an exceptional opportunity for a highway maintenance worker to join their team in Broken Bow. At the Nebraska Department of Transportation, they reward their employees' hard work with a friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. They provide training and career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a comprehensive benefits package that includes a matching retirement contribution. To apply, you need to go to this website because an online state application must be completed. So go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunities, veterans preference employer. And speaking of job opportunities, a couple of opportunities at Off-Broadway in Broken Bow. Currently looking for someone to fill the role of administrator. You would serve as ambassador to the facility, responsible for the day-to-day administration of programs, services, and financial operations, planning, development, implementation, evaluation, and improvement of program services. Those are just some of the things that the job would entail. Also at Off-Broadway, they are looking for people to fill the need of night shift med aid. You would be assisting residents with daily tasks, ensuring residents are given proper medication, and perform nightly tasks. Now, with each of these job opportunities through Off-Broadway, a $2,000 signing bonus is being offered, and great benefits go with each job opportunity. For more information, you can call Off-Broadway at 872-2522. You can also just stop in at their facility at 403 South 1st in Broken Bow. You can email them with your resume to administrator@offbroadwayapartments.com. Also, there is a referral bonus that they are giving out, so if you know someone who would be qualified for this position, send that information to administrator@offbroadwayapartments.com, and you could get a $500 referral bonus. 9:10 the time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Election time is approaching. You're invited to attend a media candidates forum at the Broken Bow Municipal Building, presented by the Custer County Chief, KCNI KBBN Radio, and K-Bear Radio. Wednesday, April 24th at 6:30, candidates for Legislative District 43 will be present, Tanya Storer and Tony Tangwall. Candidates for Custer County Supervisor seats have also been invited to participate. If there's something you want to know, submit your questions by emailing chiefnews@custercountychief.com. No anonymous questions will be accepted. Please include your name, address, and contact phone number. ID information will not be shared. Wednesday, April 24th at 6:30, the public is invited to attend a media candidates forum at the Broken Bow Municipal Building. Be an informed voter. Attend the Media Candidates Forum April 24th.
studio. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Brett. How you doing?
Doing fantastic. We have a guest with us on the phone. We're going to go to Pizza Hut in Broken Bow and visit with Julia about the things happening at the Hut. Julia, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. We're doing great.
All right. Hey, my first question for you is I've been seeing this advertisement on television, and it's talking about a $12 pizza. Now, is that in session right now at Pizza Hut in Broken Bow? And if so, how do people take advantage of it?
It is absolutely in session here at our Broken Bow Pizza Hut. It is $12 any large pizza. I do believe there is an upcharge for the stuffed crust, so it would make it $14 for the stuffed crust. It gets charged extra. And after 10 toppings, it gets charged extra.
Okay.
But if you just call down into the store, you can order it through us, talking to some of our nice servers and managers, or I think it's served online as well.
Okay. Now, Julia, when people call in, does it help you out if they specify that they're calling for the $12 special? Does that help you guys out?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Make sure you let us know. We want that $12 special, and we'll get you set up so you're sitting good.
All right. That sounds great. That is an amazing deal, by the way. So I'm sure people will be taking advantage of that. What about some other specials? Do you have any other special things going on right now at the Pizza Hut?
I think we stopped doing our $7 deal menu while we've got this $12 special going on. And we don't know if we're bringing it back, but it's being talked about. So keep an eye out for that in the future. Other than that, make sure you remember we still got our big dinner boxes in store with your choice of pasta or wings. And if you just call in, sometimes we're running other specials in store as well that might be a better deal.
All right. You mentioned your dinner boxes. Are there two different sizes on that? On those dinner boxes? Okay.
So you can get one with a pizza, cinnamon sticks, and breadsticks, or you can get the big dinner box, which comes with the 2 pizzas, the breadsticks, and your choice of the wings or pasta, or you can get a triple dinner box, which is just your 3 medium pan pizzas.
All right. That sounds great. Let's see. What about lunch? I know that at times we've been mentioning a lunch special you have with like a personal pan and a drink. Does that still go on during lunchtime?
It's a $6 special for the personal pan 1 topping. I think you get the choice of beef or pepperoni with a 20-ounce soda.
All right. Well, that's a great special to have for lunch for people who want to swing in quick during the course of the week. Let's see. What about the help situation, Julie? Are you still looking for people to join your Pizza Hut team?
We are just looking for those delivery drivers. We keep pulling more people in. Everybody is open to putting in an application because we are more than willing to work with people and getting them in here and getting them hired on if they're willing to work.
You mentioned delivery driver. Is there a certain time of the week, time of the day that you're specifically looking for, or just any time or any day of the week?
So right now I'm specifically needing that daytime driver Monday through Friday, or if we could get if we could get them to work over the weekends because they're shorter shifts on the daytime delivery drivers, they would be able to, we'd be working with them and hopefully they could work with us.
All right. That sounds great. Let's see. Anything else, Julia, that you want to mention? I'm sure you always have the invitation to come out and join you with the dine-in, correct?
Yes. We always like seeing everybody stop in, and we like seeing the opportunity to be able to put smiles on the community's face.
All right. Well, Julia, thank you very much for taking time to visit with us about what's happening at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow, and we hope you have a good rest of your week.
You too. Have a good one, guys.
All right. Thanks, Julia. All right, there you go. That's what's happening at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. Dave is back here in the studio, and coming up on Friday, I believe that there's going to be a special night, or no, Saturday. I say Friday, but I think this is Saturday. Special night at Sylvester's.
Yeah, and usually Sylvester's entertainment most times is on Friday, but this is a special night. They want everybody to come. Since 1983, the pantomime players have entertained the citizens of central Nebraska, and they're back this Saturday to do it again. The pantomime players perform and have many talented local stars in their show. Come and enjoy some good entertainment this Saturday night starting at 9 p.m. at Sylvester's in Broken Bow. Get a little theater, you get a little music, you get a little comedy, lip syncing, acting, dancing, and plenty of laughs. You're going to be having a good time at Sylvester's this Saturday night, so get there early. It all starts at 9. Get yourself a table and get yourself ready to enjoy.
Speaking of enjoying, we encourage you to enjoy the delicious drinks and treats you'll find at Prairie Grounds here in Broken Bow. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 until 1. They are closed on Sunday and Monday. But every month, they always put together some special drinks for the month. And here's what they are featuring for the month of April at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow. They are featuring this month the Bumblebee, a mixture of honey and lavender, the Bearded Lady, mixture of toffee nut, raspberry, and caramel, the Butterfinger, mixture of butterscotch, mocha, and hazelnut, cinnamon roll, cinnamon and brown sugar, and the German chocolate cake, a mixture of mocha, caramel, and coconut. Those are your special drinks for the month at Prairie Grounds in Broken Bow. Their drinks can be ordered iced, blended, or hot. And don't forget, you can also grab a delicious pastry or one of Sarah's sweets at Prairie Grounds Cafe, just east of the courthouse on Highway 2 in Broken Bow.
Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow believes that an active life is a nurturing experience at their facility. Residents there thrive and have active lifestyles. Activities can bring about a feeling of sense and self-worth and well-being. They offer daily stimulating activities such as movies, music, crafts, games, physical activities, exercise, gardening, cooking, and outings in their new outdoor area that was built, I think, last year, and now they'll be able to use that very, very soon. As a matter of fact, probably this weekend. It's going to be near 80, and they have an outdoor area there that folks can use. They're a specialized Alzheimer's and dementia care assisted living facility, Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow. If you'd like to know more about their services and facility, call them at 872-6387.
Yesterday, had the opportunity to visit with Pam Goldsby. Pam came in to talk about the special benefit that is coming up for Hannah and Jeff Selko and their daughter Kendry. Kendry recently found out that she's suffering from bone cancer, has already begun chemotherapy treatments. And we're going to play back that interview with Pam about the fundraiser that they will be holding on Sunday, April 21st, this coming Monday on our Public Affairs program. So we encourage you to catch that interview at 10:05 on Monday. But it was great talking to Pam, and I know we come across this, Dave, every time we help promote these special fundraising events. Pam talks so much about the generosity of the community. Some of the friends of the Selko family came together and wanted to put something together to help raise funds for different expenses that arise when someone's going through a situation like this. And when people start putting these things together, so many have told us, we didn't really know what to expect, and we've been overwhelmed. And we get that a lot, don't we, when we promote these fundraisers?
Every time. And I think especially, honestly, with young people, with kids, our hearts go out to them naturally. And you just think, well, you know what, that little guy or that little gal didn't deserve to have this challenge in their life. But with our help, hopefully everything can work out just fine. And I know that, yes, it's overwhelming, the support that people get when they have illnesses and challenges. But the friends and family are having the fundraiser. And by the way, that's coming up on Sunday, April 21st from 2 until 4 p.m. They'll be offering a free will offering dessert bar, silent auction. This all takes place at the Palladium in Sargent. Got a couple of raffles you can get involved in as well. And you can get a hold of Pam Goldsby at 308-870-3731 or Margaret Devine at 308-215-0168 for the raffle tickets or more information and maybe about how you can help. There's also a Selco Medical Fund set up at First National Bank in Sargent, and I know that we're looking forward to that interview with Brent and Pam. That's on Monday on KCNI at 10:05.
Yeah, and one thing that Pam mentioned to me, I've got to share this with you. Kendry wanted to put something on the auction, so she is painting a picture, and that's going to be one of the auction items.
Oh, man.
For the silent auction, a picture painted by Kendry. So that will be worth showing up to bid on right there, then and there, I think. So
that's
pretty touching.
That's touching, yeah. And it will be bid on. You know that from family and friends for sure. That's going to be something.
Yeah. So check it out. That's going to be Sunday, April 21st, as Dave mentioned, in Sargent. A little Bonnie Raitt music for you here, and then we'll kind of close things out. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Well, that will pretty much wrap it up for the breakfast show here this morning. Mr. Bernie, anything you'd like to add before we go?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
You know, I've been pretty successful so far this week on, fighting back the devil. and I'm trying to be a good guy. And I just wanted to say, when I went over to take your coffee cup over there, and I went by you there, and I looked down, I think your hair with that spray that you use really looks sharp, Brent.
Really?
I mean it.
Wow.
I mean
thanks,
it.
Dave.
From the bottom of my soul. I mean, it looks a little shiny, but it looks nice. I just want you to know that.
Thank you very much.
Anytime, my
I do
friend.
have to be honest with you. I have to be very careful when I use the spray, because if I have a tendency to spray to where it kind of lands more on my forehead because I'm getting more of a forehead all the time, and then it makes my head shine.
Well, I've always, whenever I've tried it, which is not often, I always get it on my glasses.
Oh yeah, well I've learned to do it without my glasses on.
But how do you see where to spray?
Oh, I can handle it.
Oh, you can?
As long as I get really close to the mirror, you know.
And you get some on the mirror.
Then you get it on the mirror, you know. Oh, boy, life's little trivialities. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Good working with you, my friend. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, looking forward to it.
That does it for the breakfast show today. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.